We're here to explore an area of Chofu that is home to one of the oldest temples in Tokyo, Jindaiji Temple. And there's plenty going on here besides the temple. So let's check the map and start exploring. To get to the Jindaiji Temple area, we took a local bus departing from outside Chofu station. It was about a 15-minute journey. The bus dropped us off at the entrance to Jindaiji Sando. The sando is the main approach to the temple grounds. To enter the grounds of the around 1,300-year-old Jindaiji Temple is to feel so far removed from the neon-lit hustle and bustle of the Japanese capital as to have you believe you've entered a different world entirely, an enchanting one at that. After paying our respects in front of the honden, or the main hall, we went to draw omikuji. Omikuji reveal your fortune, usually written on a sheet of paper. On this occasion, our fortune wasn't looking so good, so we left it at the temple along with some of the others. The temple's monks are about to perform the gomadaki ritual, a ritual burning of offerings and prayers written on gomafuda or gomagi. But before we can go inside, we need to prepare our own. Gomadaki rituals are scheduled throughout the day at Ganzan Daishi Hall. Instructions for preparing gomagi are available in English, but the process is simple enough. Name on one side, wishes or prayers on the other, and then put it in the box to be collected. The fire and the burning during gomadaki is a symbolic cleansing of our desire for worldly possessions and our negative passions. So we've just come out of the gomadaki ritual and we're about to go on a walk around the edge of the temple grounds just over here. Before we do that though, when you come to Jindaiji Temple, make sure you check out the statue of the Hakuho Buddha, which is housed in this building just behind the camera right here. The Hakuho Buddha is a designated national treasure. The statue of Buddha has remained seated and calm for around as long as Jindaiji Temple, over 1,300 years. So before we go to our next spot, I thought it'd be nice to just take a bit of a walk around the temple grounds. In fact, we're sort of kind of outside of the inner temple grounds, so to speak. So when you come here, you can get a sense of just how sort of big and spacious this place is. It's really nice. And as you can see, it's very green as well. So peaceful and quiet, it's really lovely. You probably can't pick it up on the microphone, but the calming sound of like a waterfall or a stream somewhere over there.
You can find statues of Daikokuten and Ebisu-son looking portly and pleased with themselves, taking shelter in the beautiful structure at the southwestern corner of the temple complex.
So I think we've just done the kind of circuit route. And, just over this way should be the sando, I think. Kind of back to where we started. While Jindaiji Temple is amazing in itself, there are plenty of other experiences to be had nearby, including this one right here. Musashi no Jindaiji Gama has been around since 1957, producing and selling handmade ceramics such as tableware, souvenirs and talismanic clay bells known as dore. Through a raku-yaki course, you can choose from around 100 ceramic pieces, paint it in a style of your choosing, and then have staff bake it in the kiln. Okay, so apparently I've got to paint my ceramic. I went over to the shelf. They've got like hundreds of items on the shelf there, and you pick whatever you want and paint it. Now, in the interests of this being as smooth a process as possible, I've picked a relatively simple cup. So let's see how we go. So this is my final painted cup. It's an ocean scene with a surfer, as you can see. I'm afraid that's about the best I can do. But what happens now is we need to take it over to the counter and they're going to bake it in their special kiln. That's a process which is going to take a few minutes, I believe, 20 minutes or so. So whilst it's being baked and varnished or whatever happens, we're going to go and get some lunch, I think. So let's take this to the counter and see what the reaction is. So we just had to climb up a bit of a hill to get to the other side of the Jindaiji Temple grounds. We're going to grab some lunch. Since we're in Jindaiji, let's eat the area's classic food, which we're going to find in this shop just over here. Let's take a look. Let's get some lunch. For many people, the Jindaiji area is synonymous with Jindaiji soba noodles. Itadakimasu.
Soba noodles are made using buckwheat flour, and apparently the soil around Jindaiji Temple was good for growing buckwheat. Today, there are around 30 eateries in the area where you can tuck into these famous noodles.
So the restaurant we just ate lunch at, Matsubajaya, is on the north side of the Jindaiji Temple grounds. And from here, you're just a short distance to Jindai Botanical Gardens, which are just over there.
Jindai Botanical Gardens spreads over an area of around 490,000 square meters. The gardens are home to some 100,000 plants and trees, covering around 4,800 species.
Okay, so we've come back to the Sando area, We're about to go and get ourselves a bit of a snack from somewhere over there. But before we do that, we've come back to Jindaiji Gama to collect our finished and painted ceramic. So here's the big reveal that we've all been waiting for. Ta-da! Can you see the surfer on the ocean? What do you reckon? This is Kitaro Jaya, a store and cafe themed around the world of the manga Gegege no Kitaro. So let's go inside and take a look.
Gegege no Kitaro was created by legendary manga artist Shigeru Mizuki, who was a resident of Chofu. At Kitaro Jaya, you can shop for unique Kitaro souvenirs, enjoy Kitaro-themed sweets or other items in the cafe, or get some Kitaro-themed snacks to take out.
I'm thinking about going for these. Medama no oyajiman. すみません、お願いします。目玉の親父マンお願いください。
はい、目玉の親父マンです。
はい、Thank you。
熱いので気をつけてください。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。There it is. Looks good. Let's go and find a place to eat it then, shall we? No, let's just going to tuck in here. Can you see? いただきます。It's really hot, I think. That's really hot. No, really hot. But it's good. It tastes nice. Very nice. Very chewy and kind of sticky and sweet. Really lovely. But really hot. So that's about it for our time here at Jindaiji Temple. As you can see, it started to calm down a little bit. There was quite a lot of people here during the day, but you can totally understand why. It's such a beautiful place, surrounded by this beautiful green colours and all this nature. I think one of the first impressions you get about this place is that it's kind of hard to believe you're still in Tokyo here. I mean, this is really still in Tokyo. We only just arrived from Shinjuku. It only took a few minutes to get here. Really easy, but we are here in Tokyo. But this is what it looks like. It's beautiful, it's big. Walking around takes quite a long time. If I sound pretty tired, that's because I am, but I've had such a wonderful day and I'm definitely looking forward to coming back to Jindaiji Temple again in the future. Let's go and catch the bus.